Hey guys, it's Kamil, and in this video I want to tell you of the importance of the self-image, how self-image is really the key to everything in your life, to your successes and your failures, to your happiness, to everything. And before I jump into that, I want to thank the following people: Simon, Tanzil, Amilo, Manlapus and Tim, for your lovely messages on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Kamil's View. Guys, that really is great, you know, messages like this keep me going and they're very inspirational. So thank you for that. Now, let's get back to the subject. So I started reading this book, the new Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's amazing. It's a book based on Dr. Maxwell Maltz's book, Psycho-Cybernetics, and then this guy, his name is, I can't find it under the book now, but I'm sure it's somewhere there. Yeah, updated by Dan S. Kennedy, really good guy as well. So he updated the book and now it's called the new Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's amazing. So I want to tell you a few examples. Let's say you are surprised that you set certain goals in life and you never achieve them. You give up too easily or things just don't work for you. And do you know why? Because you're not accustomed to the goals you want to achieve. Let's say you want to have a big house, but you've never lived in a big house, you never had one, and your self-image says, you know what, it's maybe too difficult, it's not for you, or all sorts of things, and you self-sabotage yourself. And he cracked it, because he says, visualization that we do, that many people recommend that we do, you know, you've done it, I'm sure you've done visualizations, and then all those people tell you, yeah, you need to do it to attract all those things into your life, and really that's not the case. The case is different. You need to visualize things simply to get yourself used to, accustomed to having those things, to being with those things. Therefore your belief can go higher, and therefore you can take consistent actions with achieving those goals. Now, if you're not still convinced, let me give you an example. You must have heard about people who have been hypnotized and then started believing, for example, the hypnotist told them that they're in Antarctica and they're very cold, and people started really shivering, shaking, you know. Or the opposite, he told them that they are actually in the desert and it's really hot, and you could see those people sweating, really sweating. They might be in a cold environment, but they started sweating and feeling really hot. And you know, that is documented in so many places, cases. You can see videos about this, right? So whatever you believe, that will actually be a reality. So let me give you the most important sentence from this book. Now, the author says this is the most important statement to be gleaned, which means gathered, after research, from this entire book. So listen to that sentence, because this might change your life. Human beings always act and feel and perform in accordance with what they imagine to be true about themselves and the environment. Now let me repeat that, because it's really important. Human beings always act and feel and perform in accordance with what they imagine to be true about themselves and their environment. And that is deep. You know, if you believe that in a given situation you should stand up and make a speech, you do it. If you believe that you should actually stay seated and silent, you do it. If you believe that you need to jump through a window, you do, because maybe there is a fire or whatever else. And if you don't believe, you stay in the room, because maybe there is no fire, there is no need to jump out, or you're scared because you believe if you jump you will die, so you prefer to stay where the fire is, or other danger, and either you burn or find another way to escape. But all your beliefs dictate your actions, and that happens from the smallest to the biggest. You know, if you see a big bear in the forest, and if you understand what bears are, if you know what they are, you know that you need to run away, and your brain will produce all the adrenaline, all the reserves of energy to get you running. It will shut down all the organs that are not necessary. So your brain will help you achieve your goal. But you need to believe it, your brain needs to believe it, your subconscious mind needs to believe it, they all need to work together. So what's the recipe? There are lots of recipes, but most important things, and I started doing that and it's really working, first of all, read that book, links under the video. You need to start visualizing yourself being or having those things that you want to achieve. And remember, it's usually more important to focus on being than on having. Having is good, but being is better. Being and then doing and having is the last bit. But if you do all three of them, it's all good as well. Or if you do just one, it's good as well. So visualize yourself having, being, doing those things you want to achieve. Second thing, do the rehearsal. So imagine yourself doing actually the things that you need to do in order to achieve it, or the end result. If you want to be a famous singer, imagine yourself singing to, I don't know, thousands of people in the concert and really being there. And the more you do it, the more details you will have, and that will make you start believing in that, and that in turn will make your brain working towards that goal and will give you ideas of how to achieve them. Are you following me? So you imagine yourself being that, having that. On top of that, you imagine yourself practicing those things. So if you're a martial artist, you might imagine yourself doing some moves like really quickly, really fast, much faster than you can really do them. If you have some health problems, you imagine yourself being absolutely healthy, jumping up and down. You know, even if you're in a wheelchair, you imagine yourself walking, jumping, running. And you can do it imagining it, and then you will feel actually your body reacting to your imagination, and sooner or later your body will develop all those because of stimulation. It will develop your body much better. And I know from experience, I don't know if you've seen my video with Skip Archimedes. He was told he would never walk. He had a broken spine. And not only did he heal his spine and started walking, he also went back to gymnastics and won gold medal again. So he's done the same thing. He said one of the things he did was actually imagining it being healthy, you know, and having an absolutely positive mental attitude. So your self-image is everything. And remember, once you engage that, your brain can achieve miracles. Seriously. If you start programming your brain with those visualizations and intentions and mental rehearsal, which is seeing yourself doing those things, your brain will start looking for answers to all those questions. And the brain will start looking for things that you know about, you just don't know how to get them, and also for the things you don't know about, and it will also give you the answers. Many famous people have said it many times, that they got ideas from out there. Things that they couldn't have just come up like this based on their own experience. They just had an idea and they just did it. They checked something. They couldn't know it in any way whatsoever. It was impossible, but they got the idea somehow from somewhere and they achieved something incredible. And they did it multiple times. So it seems like once you engage your intention, your belief and everything, your brain, your mind, 100% or 95% at least, you start getting idea from the ether. The brain starts getting ideas, searching for them. Even while you're sleeping, you might wake up and have the idea, oh, I need to do that. Now, if you start doing that, you will reprogram yourself. So let's say there are things you know you need to do, but you can't be bothered. They're too difficult, right? Once you start reprogramming yourself, you will start waking up and suddenly realizing that you actually have energy to do them. You actually want to do them. So when, I don't know, washing up dishes was difficult before, suddenly you feel like, oh, I want to wash up the dishes. Or whatever that is that you need to do in order to achieve your goal. And I'm telling you, it's working. It's incredible, but it's working. I'm telling you, seriously. So what you need to do, you need to apply those things and really read the book, especially the first few chapters. You don't really need to read the whole book. Read the first few chapters. There is also an audio version on YouTube, but I'm telling you, the book version is a little bit different. So I recommend that you get actually the book. It's much better than the audio version on YouTube. But do both. Listen to this on YouTube and also buy the book. Links underneath the video. Guys, what else can I tell you? I'm really excited. I'm reading the book every day a little bit. It just gets me going because he gives example upon example that increases my belief, and life is just great. So what else can I tell you? I'm telling you, I'm blown away. Just read the book. Just read the book. That's what I can tell you. And thanks for watching, sharing it with others as well. Okay, that was almost 10 minutes now. Okay. That's a long video, but I hope you have lasted this long, you know, because you're very cool. Obviously, most of you always watch my videos till the very end, and obviously you would like me to say something valuable now or something cool, but I don't know what to say now. Maybe I'll show you. I've got a tennis ball and I'm doing some experiments with it, and maybe I'll tell you about this on Thursday, in my video on Thursday. Okay, no, that's enough, that's enough. Where's that stop button? I can't be bothered to press it. I'll just sit and relax now. What are you waiting for? Go and buy that book. Stop watching the video. Go and buy that book right now. Click on those links. Ah, you've done it already. Okay, good, good. Just buy it, okay? Don't add it to basket. Buy the book, actually. That's how things that's how things happen in life, when you actually do things, you know, like buy the book or read it, you know, as well.